Are you looking to become a devil fruit hunter? Because if I'm being totally honest with you, it's actually a complete waste of time. But I know you guys see me hunt devil fruits in my videos using the devil fruit notifier. I'm sure it looks fun because I get lucky relatively often. So I thought today I'd do a little bit of research, I'd do a little bit of testing, and here is my guide on how you can farm or hunt devil fruits without the notifier. No game pass needed. If you want to buy a private server, yes, that will help you a lot. If you don't, it doesn't really matter. You can still do this without one. Now, if you already have a fruit that is good for traveling, get it. Or activate it, or whatever. A fruit that can fly is really, really helpful, but you don't actually need it. You do have more than enough time to check all of the fruit spawns. Now, the first and probably one of the most important things that you should do is find a devil fruit location list. So I'm going to use Axior because everybody knows who he is. Devil fruit locations. Devil fruit spawn location in BloxFruits, old world and new world. 5 months ago, this should be perfectly up to date. I might do one of these videos in the future, like so that you guys will know where all the spawn locations are, but obviously that information is already out there. I'm sort of waiting for the third world, then maybe I will make one of those videos. For now, just use Axior's video, check or watch it once to learn all of the spawn fruit locations, maybe write them down if you're playing on one single device, the same device that you would watch the videos on. Then you are ready, and we can start hunting some fruits. So now what you're going to want to do, obviously, if you own a private server, make sure it's empty, join it, and you know a fruit's going to spawn in exactly 60 minutes. But if you don't have a private server, you don't have 200 Robux, that's perfectly fine. Go to your server list, and if you're on something like Firefox, get yourself BT Roblox, or you could get Roblox Plus or something like that, and use this little bit down the bottom here so that you can fast travel through server pages. Basically, you're going to go through server pages until you find what I just had, but it was out of date, is a list of single servers like this. Pretty safe to assume that these servers have probably just started, which means now that we've joined it, we can start a timer for exactly 60 minutes, and we know a fruit's going to spawn. So I've just joined. Now, I am on my main account that has the devil fruit notifier. Completely ignore that. We're going to use that just to prove a point. I'm going to put my timer on for 60 minutes. And when the time is up, my devil fruit notifier is going to tell us that a fruit has spawned. Now, obviously, you won't have this. I'm just using it to like prove the point that if you join an empty server, a fruit will definitely spawn. And then I won't use the notifier to find the fruit. I will just go to all the spawn locations, checking them one after another until we find the fruit. You have 20 minutes after the fruit has spawned to find it. So when the 60 minutes are up, maybe start a 20-minute timer so that you know when the fruit's going to disappear, and then start checking all of the spots. So I guess I'm just gonna I'll just hang out, I'll AFK for 60 minutes, and then I'll be back and you guys can see. And because we've spawned at the pirate island, obviously the first thing I would do is I would check this island, and then I kind of like to go in order of like progression, yeah? So I'll probably check Middletown, check the Marine Island, then I'll go to Jungle, then I'll check Coliseum, but because this is where I stop doing the order, because then it just becomes convenient. Jungle, Coliseum, Snow, then I'll check the jail, then I'll check the fountain, then desert, then Pirate Village, nip on down to Magma just in case, come back to Marineford, and if it's in none of those places, I'll get super angry, and then I'll finally go up to Skypiea and check there. But obviously, I'm going to show that to you guys, so I don't even know why I'm telling you, right? I messed up. I thought I was recording, and I was looking for about 5 minutes. The fruit's already here. There's actually about 15 minutes left before the fruit disappears. This is kind of hard to show to you guys. The fruit spawned a minute earlier than it should have, because obviously I wasn't the first one on the server, so there's a little bit of discrepancy. But then if you're an idiot like me, and you run around for 5 minutes looking for the fruit without recording, then obviously now the fruit's only got 15 minutes left. So what I like to do, because I'm very paranoid, guys, even though I know where the fruits are going to spawn, or like where they could spawn, I check everywhere on every single island, because 20 minutes is more than enough time to do that. So there's nothing there. We're gonna fly towards Middletown, which I can see down the bottom here is in the wrong direction, but I'm gonna show you guys what I would do, right? All right, we check all of Middletown. Doesn't appear to be any fruit here either. No nom-noms. And then up next, we would go to the jungle, and you could actually, like, if you have a flying fruit, you could fly around the whole time. You can definitely be faster than what I'm doing. I just like to be very thorough, okay? Okay, there's nothing on jungle, so I would immediately fly over to Coliseum. Now, I know that in Coliseum, I'm fairly certain. I've only ever seen them spawn here, and I'm pretty sure. Now I'm starting to doubt myself, but no, I'm fairly certain they only ever spawn here. And we don't see anything, so next up, we go to the ice place. We've still got 12.5 minutes before this fruit is scheduled to despawn. And I've already done the first couple of islands, and I've overdone them by checking literally everywhere. Okay, and now we're just going to check all the trees up here. I usually then dart to this side of the island, check these trees, and then I know I always get fruits down here. So you definitely got to check these trees, boys. All right, doesn't appear to be anything here on this island, so now we move on next to Impel Down. And it looks like this is definitely where the fruit's going to be, but basically when I get to Impel Down, I would just dash over here. Have a look up this side, nothing there, and I dash over here, maybe throw my agility on, run over here. Look, there we go, got the fruit. Smoke fruit it is. Because I messed up, I'm gonna do one more. I'll do it on my private server so that everything lines up exactly. It's a little bit... Actually, no. I'll do it on another public server. All right, my timer has gone off. Now, I always put mine like 5 minutes before, so 55 minutes. And I'm just going to assume that the fruit is going to spawn sort of any minute now. Now, obviously, if you don't have the notifier, you wouldn't know. So you would do the exact, maybe do 58 minutes. And then after that, start looking. And then you could double check every single area. I am the only one left on the server. Everybody has left, which is a great advantage for me because obviously without the devil fruit notifier, you don't know if somebody else finds it, which can be very, very frustrating. And while we wait for the fruit to spawn, I just want to say, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, you want me to wait for an hour to find a fruit? That's such a waste of time. How do you do that? Well, the devil fruit notifier doesn't actually make it any easier in that sense. You see, if a fruit spawns right now, and then someone with a devil fruit notifier logs in after the fruit has spawned, even though the fruit is still there, the notifier won't always pick it up. Sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know if it's intentional or not. You typically have to be in the server when it spawns in order to get a notification with the notifier. So when I make videos, where I grind, 10 fruits in a day, I literally play the game for 10 hours to get 10 fruits. Like, don't underestimate how much free time I have, guys. So if this seems like a ridiculous waste of time to you, or it just would take too long, don't do it. I mean, like, there's nothing forcing you to do it. Some people just want to be able to call themselves devil fruit hunters, but they can't afford the notifier, so I figured we'd make a video about it. All right, so the fruit has spawned. I actually waited, and based off my clock, the fruit spawned 1 minute late. So if that's the case, I mean, sometimes you're not going to be exactly correct, but if that's the case, maybe you check this first island or the Marineford Island, and then once you've checked everywhere else, double back and check here. So this is what I would always do. I would always check absolutely everywhere, even though I know that the spawns aren't necessarily there. Then I would move on. Based on the numbers, it might be at Impel Down again, but who knows? So I know that it spawns around these trees here. I know that it can be there. I know it can be around here-ish, but I'm gonna check everywhere anyway. All right, and obviously, because you don't have the notifier, yes, you would be a little bit more stressed out than I would. That's why I often recommend that you put a 20-minute timer on once you start looking, because then you can be like, this is how long I have to find the fruit. And if I don't find it in that time, either I missed it or somebody else found it. It's not a massive deal. Most of the time, you don't find good fruits anyway. All right, I finished jungle. I'm going to go over here now to the Coliseum. I do realize that I have been forgetting to do the Marineford, so I'm just adding that to the end of my list. So I would check there. I see it's not over those trees, so I can immediately start going this way. I can see it's not there, so you could grab your boat, or you could just fly to the ice island. It's pretty straightforward, really. Oh, please be in my lucky spot. My lucky spot is down here. I always get good fruits down here. Typically, if you came here by boat, you would check down there first. But there is also a spawn over here. Up there it is. There's our fruit, so we were able to find it. And if we hadn't found it, I would have gone around. Oh, I would have flown down past these and definitely checked that tree because it's my best friend. And then you would be it. You'd go off to Impel Down. And it really is like, it isn't easy because if you get unlucky several times in a row, you've wasted several hours of your life. But all you gotta do is get lucky once, and I don't know, for some reason there's a lot of interest. A lot of people ask me, is it possible to do this without the notifier? And it definitely is. You just need to be really, really patient and sort of really, really resilient. You're bad fruit. I put you in ocean. Goodbye. Alrighty, guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. If you've got any questions, or hey, if you've got some other suggestions or some strategies, let us know in the comment section down below so the community can learn from your experience as well. Obviously, that Axior video also offers the spawn locations in the second sea. You can do the exact same thing in the second sea if you would like, and just go to all those spawn locations. It's really not that big of a deal. The only difference is it's very hard to find a freshly spawned server in the second sea. So you're definitely better off using a private server or a friend's private server if you're doing the second sea. If you guys enjoyed today's video or if it helped you in any way, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Turn on those post notifications to never miss an upload. Comment down below if you're cool and have lots of friends. And I will see you all tomorrow with another video.